So I received an email today, and the email said, hey, what is the best firearm? What firearm do you think should be my first purchase? Well, that's kind of a tricky question. My first firearm purchase, I got kind of lucky. I took advice from someone who knows absolutely nothing about guns. However, it did turn out to be a very good purchase. In fact, it was one of my favorite purchases. However, that is not the way that you should select your first firearm. Since I have progressed and learned more about the gun game, no one can recommend what type of pistol should be your first purchase. Oftentimes, if you go to a gun range, you're allowed to rent pistols, and at $15, $15 to $10 per pistol. So every time you go in, rent something different. See what you're comfortable with. There's so many small things that make a difference in choosing a gun. For example, the Glock is a gun that I have a few of, but I tend to ride high on my grip, and so sometimes that slide it doesn't lock back the way that it should. So either I need to work on my grip, or that Glock should not be my everyday carry. It's okay to start your gun journey with a lower caliber. You can start with a 22, and as you advance, you can go to a 9mm. However, don't let anybody trick you to shoot a 50 cal Desert Eagle if you've never shot a gun. You will get there, and you will get to a point where you're comfortable. However, I never really understood why people do it, because it's discouraging a person from wanting to shoot again. So whatever you do, spend the extra $150 to $200 to get a gun that will be safe for you. A lot of the cheaper guns, they tend to double feed, they tend to jam. Some will take steel, some won't take steel ammo. So guns can be very sensitive depending upon the make, and you need something that you can count on at all times.